Hi, I'm Eric from QPP. Just going to be doing a simple demonstration of how a UPS works. At the moment, what we've got here is a pretty old machine. The kit's called a variac, and what it effectively does is vary the voltage coming from the wall into a piece of equipment. So I'm just going to show you how that works. So that's plugged into the wall at the moment to here. On this little demonstration here, you can see the little gauge, I should say. You can see that it's on 240 volts. 240 volts there, which is the standard power coming through a standard GPO, general purpose outlet. Just going to plug this in, and as you can see, the lights come on as if it were a lamp or a computer or whatever it might be. It's just supplying normal power. Now what this little thing does is it varies the power that goes through to that piece of equipment. So by turning the dial here around, you'll see with those lights that they're starting to dim. And as I get towards 0, they're off. So that in effect simulates a power outage at a house, or it could be a voltage drop, which can have an impact on your equipment. I turn this back up and restore it to normal power, 240 volts, and it's back on again. So what I'm going to do in the next step is put an UPS in between the variac and these light buttons here, just to demonstrate how the UPS detects the voltage drop and it kicks in and supplies alternate power from a battery to the equipment, keeps it going during an event. Just as before, we've got power coming from the power point into the variac, and now we've introduced a UPS in between the variac and these light buttons here. Obviously, if you have a look on the screen here, you can see that there's 227 volts coming through. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit via the variac to get it to 240, or closer to what you'd see come out of a normal GPO. There's no power being supplied to these lights at the moment because the UPS isn't on. So we'll just turn the UPS on. Now power is being supplied through the UPS to the light button. So what I'm going to demonstrate here is I'm going to use the variac as I did before. Previously you noticed the lights were dimming to eventually go off. What's going to happen this time is I'm going to turn it down to 0, and the UPS will actually kick in and start providing power from the batteries internally. And that's essentially what it's designed to do. So let's do that from here. So you can see on this dial as I turn it, it'll go down. You'll also see it on this gauge here. So from 240, as I dial it down, it'll hit its tolerance range and click. The UPS has just kicked in. The lights are still on. That's just a little notifier from the UPS saying that I'm now running on battery power. That'll go every 30 seconds or so. If I hit this little button here, it'll show you the voltage that's coming in. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit further. Down to 0. And as you can see, there are 0 volts coming in, and power's still being supplied to the equipment on the other side of the UPS. What I'm going to do now is restore the voltage back to what's normal. Just get the display to show that. And as we dial it up, the UPS will now supply power direct from the wall through the UPS. You can see that on the display here. So this is where the power is coming from, through to the load. This is the load. And whilst it's doing that, it's concurrently charging the batteries to make sure it's ready for the next outage. That's basically it.